Hey everyone, what if I told you that there are places on Earth so strange, so mysterious, that even the smartest scientists can't fully explain them? Places where the laws of nature seem to take a vacation and logic doesn't always apply. From waterfalls that burn to forests that twist, you're about to discover the most bizarre and puzzling places on the planet. Here are the top 10 places on Earth that science can't explain. Let's get into it. Number 10. The Bermuda Triangle. Our journey starts in the Atlantic Ocean, between the points of Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. This is the infamous Bermuda Triangle, a place known for strange disappearances. Ships and planes have reportedly vanished here without a trace. No radio calls, no wreckage, nothing. Some say it's aliens, others say it's a portal to another world. Scientists have suggested magnetic fields or underwater methane bubbles, but nothing has been proven. Despite decades of research, the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries on Earth. Hundreds of stories, no solid answers. And here's something wild. Even the US Navy doesn't officially recognize the Bermuda Triangle as a threat, but they still avoid routing exercises through it. Coincidence? Maybe. Number 9. Devil's Kettle Falls. Now let's head to Minnesota, USA, where a river does something completely unexplainable. At Devil's Kettle Falls, the water splits into two. One side flows down like a normal waterfall. The other, it disappears into a deep hole and never comes out. Seriously, scientists have poured dye, ping pong balls, even logs into it, and nothing ever shows up downstream. They've tried for years to trace where the water goes, but still, there's no final answer. Some believe there may be a hidden underground river. Others think it might go deep into the Earth's crust, but nobody knows for sure. Believe it or not, this is the only known waterfall in the US where a huge part of the river seems to vanish without a trace. Number 8. Blood Falls. Next up, we travel all the way to Antarctica, where something truly bizarre is happening. A glacier's bleeding. At the Taylor Glacier, a red waterfall pours out from the ice. It looks like blood, bright crimson red. Scientists discovered that the water is filled with iron, and when it hits the air, it oxidizes, just like rust. But here's the creepy part. The water comes from a hidden underground lake that's been sealed off from the rest of the world for millions of years. And guess what? Tiny life forms are living in that salty, dark water. No sunlight, no oxygen, no problem. The bacteria in this strange waterfall use iron and sulfur to survive, which could help us understand how alien life might exist on planets like Mars. Number 7. The Crooked Forest. Deep in Poland, there's a small grove of pine trees, but they don't grow straight up. They all bend sharply at the base before reaching for the sky. About 400 of them, all curved the exact same way. Some say it was done on purpose, maybe to shape the wood for boats or furniture. Others blame a freak snowstorm when the trees were young. A few even suggest something more otherworldly. Strangest of all, the forest was planted around 1930, and no one has ever come forward to explain how or why the trees were bent like this. Number 6. Magnetic Hill. In the mountains of Ladakh, India, there's a place that messes with your brain. Drivers report that when they put their cars in neutral, the vehicles appear to roll uphill. It looks like magic. It feels like gravity is broken. But is it real? Scientists say it's likely an optical illusion, that the landscape tricks your eyes. The slope only seems to go uphill, but it's actually downhill. Adding to the mystery, Magnetic Hill is located on the way to one of the highest motorable roads in the world, which only makes the experience feel even more unreal. Number 5. The Rishat Structure, Eye of the Sahara. In the middle of the Sahara Desert in Mauritania, there's a giant eye staring up at the sky. It's called the Rishat Structure, or the Eye of the Sahara. From space, it looks like a massive bullseye, perfectly round and over 30 miles wide. Was it formed by an ancient volcano? Was it the site of a meteor strike? Some people even believe it might be the lost city of Atlantis. Geologists think it might be a collapsed dome that eroded over time, but even that idea doesn't fully explain its size or shape. Until then, the eye keeps watching and waiting. And get this, It's so big, astronauts use it as a visual landmark when passing overhead in space. Number 4. Lake Hillier. On a small island off the coast of Western Australia lies Lake Hillier, a lake that's bright pink. Not just light pink, we're talking bubblegum, neon, highlighter pink. And the weirdest part? It stays pink all year long, even if you pour it into a glass. Scientists think it might be due to a type of algae or bacteria that thrives in the salty water, but they still haven't nailed down the exact cause. No one knows why it's so consistent or why other lakes with the same algae don't look as bright. In fact, the color remains even when bottled, making this one of the few lakes on Earth where the hue doesn't fade outside its environment. Number 3. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is one of the most famous and mysterious places in the world. Giant stones arranged in a perfect circle, standing tall in a field in England. How did people thousands of years ago move stones that weigh up to 25 tons? Why did they arrange them in that specific pattern? And how did they align it perfectly with the sunrise and sunset? Some say it was a place of worship. Others think it was a giant calendar. A few believe it was built by aliens. Even more baffling, some of these stones were brought from a quarry over 150 miles away, without the use of modern tools or wheels. Number 2. Eternal Flame Falls. Hidden in a forest in New York is a waterfall that's on fire. Yep, you heard that right. Eternal Flame Falls has a small, flickering flame burning right under the water. It's powered by natural gas that seeps up through cracks in the rocks. But here's the mystery. Geologists say there shouldn't be enough heat or pressure in the area to keep that gas flowing. It's not supposed to work, but it does. Even if the flame goes out due to wind or rain, hikers often relight it with a match, and it bursts back to life every time. Number 1. Mount Roraima. Rising from the jungle where Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana meet, Mount Roraima is a real-life lost world. Its flat summit sits high above the clouds, cut off from the world below for millions of years. Up there, everything is strange. The landscape looks alien, massive rock formations, swirling mist, and plants that seem like they belong on another planet. Scientists have discovered plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. One of the most famous is the Roraima bush toad, a tiny black toad that doesn't hop, it walks. Then there's the Hillier pitcher plant, a carnivorous plant that traps and digests insects to survive in the harsh, nutrient-poor soil. Some people believe this isolated plateau inspired stories like The Lost World and even parts of Avatar. Its mysteries and its strange life are still being uncovered today. More than 35% of the plant species found on Mount Roraima are found nowhere else on Earth. That's how unique and isolated this place truly is. It's one of the most magical, mysterious, and unexplainable places on the planet. So, which of these mysterious places blew your mind the most? Have you ever visited a place that made you question reality? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories about our weird and wonderful world. The Earth is full of surprises, and we're just getting started. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.